Oliver Cromwell, who we've talked about before, lived once upon a time in Ely. His house is just up there, is now the Tourist Information Centre, but you can go around it. It will cost you 20 pence more than 5 squids. This here behind me is the cathedral. We're not here to talk about that today. No history. In fact, I'm going to talk about something quite the opposite. Ely's future. The cathedral is known as the Ship in the Fens. See, this whole area is really flat, low-lying land, but the cathedral, along with the rest of Ely, is built on this raised area so that it can be seen for miles around. They say that the Octagon Tower can be seen for tens of miles when it's lit up at night. Climate change is a pressing concern in these parts. It is very possible that should sea levels rise, which is almost certain at this point, then the whole of this area would sink, or rather be submerged, which is worrying, not least because the fens are important sanctuaries for wildlife and plainly beautiful, but also lives would be at risk. Though if the sea did rise just high enough, it would bring new meaning to the Ship of the Fens. Ely is high above all of this, and the idea of Ely Cathedral clinging on to the surface under high sea level is an interesting thought experiment to explore. Fortunately, I needn't think too hard because there is a book about it. It's nice and short, easy to read, and really thought-provoking. Would recommend. It is set in a devastated world where sea levels have consumed the fens and explores the story of a girl escaping Norwich as it sinks beneath the waves and arriving here at Ely, which is still clinging on. Thought experiments besides, it is possible that Ely was an island before and is destined to be one again. After all, the name is said to mean Eel Island, and lots of the local towns around here share similar etymologies as islands. It's a fascinating topic, and one which lacks real research. I tried to find some for this video, but could not find much more than what I have told you now. So if anyone wants to do some modelling of climate change, etymology, trawling, or historic continental drift explaining, then please do, and get back to me with your results.
It would be lovely to find out the extent to which climate change must happen, which would cause the sea level to rise the correct amount to trap us in this loop. Or perhaps it could be that it will be a semi-permanent state, that the sea level will rise, lift Ely up as an island, and then consume that too. The other question pressing is the past. How was it before? This is much harder to answer, and perhaps we will never know. So, yes, research would be wonderful. Anything at all would be great. It's odd that we don't look into this as much as we ought to. Climate change is a pressing concern that people don't seem to be all too bothered about. But alas, I'll leave that for another time.
So that about wraps up this video. Hope it's been interesting. really trying to do more outdoor stuff, find more interesting places to talk about, vary my things. But yeah, I hope it's been good. I value all the viewers, even if it's just you, Olivia. But whatever. Peace.